And now our recommendations. The committee has been able to build consensus on a majority of issues. However, there is a divergent opinion on a few issues that have been referred to the leadership of the two coalitions for further consideration. To this end, the National Dialogue Committee has resolved the following amongst others. Number one, electoral justice and related matters. A, audit of the 2022 electoral process. NADCO has recommended the evaluation of the 2022 electoral process. B, restructuring and reconstitution of the IEBC. NADCO has recommended the establishment of an expanded selection panel from the current 7-member to a 9-member selection panel. C, time for resolution of presidential election petitions. NADCO recommends the increase of timelines within which the Supreme Court shall hear and determine a petition challenging the validity of a presidential election from 14 days to 21 days. D, electoral legal reforms. NADCO has recommended that legal reforms passed less than 18 months to the general elections become effective in the next electoral cycle. On cost of living, gharama ya maisha. A, NADCO recommends that all arms of government shall reduce their travel budgets by 50%, and that the Salaries and Remuneration Commission review daily subsistence allowances for state and public officers with a view to reducing by 30%. B, NADCO recommends the Minister of Energy and Petroleum, in liaison with the National Treasury, to reduce the road maintenance levy and the anti-adulteration levy by 5 shillings and 3 shillings per litre, respectively. C, NADCO recommends that the national government finalizes the transfer of all devolved functions and provides for the concomitant resources to the county governments. D, NADCO recommends that Parliament shall amend the Constitution to provide for the equitable share to the county governments not to be less than 20% of all revenue collected by the national government from the current 15%. However, the committee was unable to reach a consensus on a number of other proposals on the matter of cost of living, including the reduction of VAT on fuel from 16% to 8%, and scrapping the housing levy. These 3 issues are contained in the Finance Act 2023, I beg your pardon. Number 3, entrenching of funds into the Constitution. NADCO recommends the entrenchment of NGCDF, the National Government Affirmative Action Fund, GAF, and the Senate Oversight Fund. B, NADCO further recommends the Word Development Fund to be established by statute. Number 4, establishment and entrenchment of state offices. A, NADCO recommends the establishment of the office of the leader of the official position, who is the leader of the largest party or the leader of a coalition of political parties that garnered the second greatest number of votes in the immediately preceding presidential elections, with 2 deputies. B, NADCO further recommends the establishment of the office of the Prime Minister or Prime Minister to be nominated and, upon approval by the National Assembly, appointed by the President. 5, fidelity to the law on multi-party democracy. NADCO recommends the establishment of the Independent Political Parties Regulatory Commission as an independent body that shall be responsible for the registration of political parties and their office holders and the management of political parties' funds, a role currently vested in the office or the registrar of political parties. Ladies and gentlemen, dear Kenyans, as the curtain falls on NADCO and the country continues on its journey of nation building, it was an honor for all men and women in this room who are called upon to step up and serve their mother country, their country in its hour of need. On their behalf and of this delegation, we wish to acknowledge the commitment and dedication of the committee members, the able technical teams that, I think I have another one, the able technical teams okay, let me just do the acknowledgement bit again. The National Dialogue Committee wishes to thank the party leaders of the Kenya Kwanza lands and the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition for the exceptional display of patriotism and statesmanship that established the National Dialogue Committee with the objective of addressing issues of concern to the people of Kenya. The committee also expresses its gratitude to the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Speaker of the Senate, as well as the offices of the Clerk of the National Assembly and the Clerk of the Senate, for the support extended to the committee in the execution of its mandate. The committee further extends its appreciation to the Electoral Governance Institute for Africa, commonly referred to as ALGIA, for the support accorded to the committee. And Felix, if you're in the room, thank you very much. This gentleman has been able to pay for our lunches, not Kimani Ichung'wah, as he was, and conferencing as well. So don't go for Kimani's charges. The committee also acknowledges the members of the public and the various institutions and organizations that appeared before the committee or submitted memoranda. Their submissions played a significant role in shaping the deliberations and the recommendations of this committee. The committee also benefited immensely from the technical teams from both parties to the dialogue committee, as well as the secretariat from the Parliamentary Service Commission, who worked tirelessly with the committee throughout this process. The committee wishes to acknowledge members of the public who have continued to keenly follow the proceedings of this committee, and the media, wonderful people, stakeholders, who ensured that the country remained updated at all times. It is now our pleasant duty and privilege on behalf of the National Dialogue Committee to present the report of the committee, which, as Kimani said, will already be, if it is not already happened, be transmitted electronically to the two coalition leaders. I thank you.